was actually an amazing night. My mom was really excited about having all of our family together at, her new boyfriend's house. One of the most beautiful houses I've ever been around.
I'd been to that house a million times, all the celebrations.
And everybody was happy, and then it was, almost as soon as everybody left, it was not nice anymore. We were opening presents and they were dead in 20 minutes. It was like that.
The night was winding down in this central Phoenix neighborhood, but as Winfield Cash got ready to head home, his mom, Molly Dominique Cash, had a special Christmas Eve request.
My mom just wanted to do a few presents. She was just really excited about it.
Molly had even bought gifts for her boyfriend, David DeNito's 2 young sons.
I didn't realize how intoxicated Dave was until after everybody left. He just started kind of acting weird, and he screamed at his sons for no reason, and they just started crying. He started screaming at my grandma and stuff, and then he started breaking glasses in the kitchen. You could tell things were getting kind of out of hand.
Winfield is trying to get everyone out of the home and away from David.
And then that's when I turned and he went and grabbed a gun from his room. And he pointed it right at my head, and I think he jammed. And the boys were running out to me, and I got them in the back of my seat.
Winfield called 911 and drove a lap around the street to get the boys out of harm's way. His mom had gone back inside for his grandma, and as Winfield pulled back up to the driveway,
my mom was walking out with my grandma. I was like, okay, thank God he let them go. And then it was just 25 rounds through the door right at us.
Winfield's uncle, Keith Dominy, gets an unexpected phone call.
All it was is just to get over there, and then it was bad. We just basically were standing in the street until we finally got the final news, and that was about 5 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Detectives tell them Molly and Cynthia are dead. Winfield overhears officers talking. David DeNito is dead too, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
It was very hard to process. It still is.
Winfield didn't know a whole lot about David's past, which now feels by design. But he knew David was a widower, married to former Maricopa County Attorney Alistair Adele before she died from health complications, a high-profile demise.
He really never talked about her, and I found it strange. If he said anything, it wasn't very nice, and I would never talk about the mother of my kids that way, no matter what happened.
People never knew the full story until now.
I've been questioned a few times as to why I decided to come out with the story now and my version of what happened.
The realization there were foreshadowing events that happened behind the scenes took Marcy Sanchez back to everything she vowed to keep secret, a promise to her longtime cherished friend.
Hey, it's Alistair. Just wanted to check in. I hope you're doing great. Take care. Bye.
Alistair Adele.
It weighed very heavily on me. Still does.
David DeNito's love story may have ended with Molly, but it began long before with Alistair, years ago, a happy marriage and power couple, parents to 2 young boys.
I remember thinking, gosh, I really hope that my marriage is going to end up like theirs.
But Marcy says as Alistair's political career became more high profile, things started to change. Cracks in their foundation surfaced, evident during a family beach vacation.
I remember she called me late one night and she was crying. And I said, what's wrong? I did ask her, did he hit you? And she said, yes. And I said, okay. I said, did the boys see it? And she goes, possibly. 2 hours later, she texts me back and she goes, hey, all is good. Please don't worry about me or the boys. We're fine.
Months later, the secret and silent suffering unraveled even more in texts to Marcy.
She ended up sending me a bunch of videos and pictures, and these pictures were of alleged abuse by him, and there were bruises on her arms, on her clavicle, on her shoulder. This is really disturbing and alarming. Something needs to happen. And she goes, Marcy, please don't. She goes, please don't say anything to anybody. I didn't want her to feel like the one person that she told would betray her trust.
It's an impossible position to be in.
There would have been a concern as to how the top prosecutor in the state is a victim of domestic violence.
Marcy says the start of Alistair's tragic demise seemed to come in November 2020, the night Alistair Adele won the election for county attorney. She ended up in the hospital for a brain bleed and narrowly survived.
She told me she was bending down to plug in a light, a Christmas light, and she fell forward and hit her head on the table. Do I think it happened that way? No. Immediately I was like, I wonder if something happened between the two of them.
Marcy may have been the only one who knew about the abuse at home, but Alistair was public about her struggle with alcoholism that impacted her work. Nearly 200 dropped cases, rehab, everyone watched it play out. She resigned in March of 2022.
So I texted her and I said, I love you, I'm proud of you. She hearted it, she put the little heart emoji. And that was the last time I had any interaction with her.
We're staying on top of some shocking news.
It is a terribly sad
She
day.
was young.
Alistair Adele died from medical complications in the hospital 3 weeks later. Just when Marcy found her way through the grief, everything came to a screeching halt.
What put that to a complete stop was the Christmas Eve murders. How dare you, David? How dare you? And I still feel that way. If he was a ticking time bomb, that could have been any of us.
Domestic violence didn't just take Molly and Cynthia and even parts of Alistair. It took a piece of their loved ones as well.
Do you wish you had taken more action when Alistair let you know what was going on?
Yes.
Is that hard to live with?
It can be tense at times. It can be overwhelming.
Guilt can ravage those still living.
That week, everybody was like, in my family, you're a hero, you're a hero. It's, nothing felt good. Nothing still feels good about it. I let my grandma and my mom down. I saved lives, but there was 2 more to save.
One person could relate to those exact same feelings.
I was so worried about those 2 boys, but nobody was talking about Molly's son, and he lost his mom.
Marcy reached out to Winfield, and over the past year, the two finding an unexpected friendship in each other.
She's really earned my respect and my trust over, the last few months. Everything that she said she was going to do, she's done, and she's had my back. Everything that she said about Dave turned out to be true.
2 families tied together by one abuser, stronger by force, not by choice.
I'll never forgive him for that. It was just so senseless. Everybody could still be here today.
I need people to know that there are things that can happen in your life that will not define you.
In Phoenix, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.